Welcome to the Virtual Ball Boys Football League podcast. My name is Chris, and I am joined once again by my good friend, Matt.
We are the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. And it's time for some Virtual Ball Boys Championship Weekend.
Yeah. It is the end. We have reached it. The finale of
Long last.
Yes. Season 2 of Virtual Ball Boys Football League. So we are we have 3 matches for you today. The 2 semifinal matches, and the winners of those matches will face off in the Big Spoon.
Hell yeah.
And so let's actually take a look. If you're watching on via video or on stream right now, you can see here we have the Suffolk Nutfellows facing off against. What are you laughing at?
I don't remember this logo.
Oh yeah. Well, Walsh made it last year for us. This is the Suffolk Nutfellows at the Forest Hills Mothmen, and then in the West we have the Ketchikan Cosmos at the Provo Rock Squirrels, and then the winners will face off in what the Virtual Ball Boys will be presenting to you, the Big Spoon matchup. Now we're going to continue what we started in the last episode. If you do remember, Matt came up with the brilliant suggestion of let's have neutral site games, essentially.
Yes.
But in other words, just let's put these teams in a different video game universe that we have had during the regular season. And so that will be the case for all 3 of these games, no exceptions. That's pretty much the gist of it. Before, when we end off today's podcast, we'll tell you what's to come for us here at Virtual Boys as well. All right, Matt, how you doing today? Anyway, just general, you good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I got back to work in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Actually, and by a couple weeks, I mean 1 week from today.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like that work is coming up that fast, but it is.
Yeah, I feel like I was surprised when I was talking to you. You're like, oh yeah, you go back to school, you go back to work in a little while.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, yeah, maybe like a few weeks from now. It's like, oh wait, no, it is a week from today.
From today, yeah. Like, I don't know, Shrek distorts your sense of time.
Oh, 100%. I get it. 100%. Shrek generally has an impact on the time space continuum. You know, it just happens sometimes. I'm doing well. I'm excited to do the footballs again. Yesterday was the Hall of Fame game. And I watched a little bit of it and then gave up because it's just like, all right, the results don't matter. Nothing matters about this. But it's nice to know that football's right around the corner. We'll be talking a lot of NFL football in the coming weeks. But for now, let's do... Oh, and one last thing before we get started. Those who are watching on stream, and of course anyone who's listening home on podcast services around the world right now, we are continuing encouraging people to donate to their local abortion fund. I have in the top right here, !donate for those who are watching in stream. You type that into the chat, you'll get a link to where we are basically where we are asking you to donate your money if you're able to give funds for ultimately for abortion funds around the country here. If you can donate that way, or if you're listening later via video or on podcasts, you can go into the description and find the link there as well. I might end up starting a Tiltify link. Might be easier for us to keep track of who's donated directly through us. But we'll figure that out at a later time. But for now, Suffolk Nutfellows, Forest Hills Mothmen. I mean, let's take it all in, and I think that the East generally this year, Matt, had probably the best set of names. I mean, it was a great season for names and logos, I would say.
Yeah, I'm scared for next season for how we're gonna fucking top this.
Yeah, it's been pretty fucking like top billing when it comes to these football teams. You want to see them play because the names alone are just perfect. But the Nutfellows might be the best thing that we came up with. But even just having something like the Mothmen here is just, it's bizarre, it's unique, and I very much have enjoyed it. We are now here at the finale. It is Gabe's team versus Jess's team. Matt, what are the stats for the Suffolk Nutfellows?
As I will be playing them, their stats are -1 offense, 3 defense, and -2 ball handling.
That is the changed stats from
you
last
are correct.
time.
It is 0 offense, 3 defense, -3 ball handling.
Yeah,
I was looking at the wrong part of the sheet.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. You know, we that literally last time we had all the natural ones, causing like 3 different stat changes. So I had to tweak some of these stats again back to what they originally were. But yes, everyone's back and healthy. If you're curious about how that mechanic works, everyone's fine now. These are 1 week injuries. Forest Hills Mothmen, meanwhile, offensive 6, defense -4, ball handling -2. And these two have been going head to head all season long. I forget how the regular season series worked out for them.
My guess is Suffolk beat Forest Hills 28-0.
Okay.
And beat them 28-24.
Okay.
And those were the only 2 losses for the Mothmen.
Okay. So, will Suffolk Nutfellows prevail here a 3rd time, or will Forest Hills get their first win against the Suffolk Nutfellows just in time to get to the big spoon? And one last thing before we get started, let's find out where we will be playing. All right. We will be playing the Eastern Championship for the Virtual Ball Boys Football League in Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yes.
So
this is something that we can both contribute to.
Yeah, we transformed the island. We made it so that way it's a football field. It's just a football field with the houses.
It took like 8 hours to terraform.
Oh my god, it was awful. It was a
the
rough
same
time.
sound effects playing over and over again. It was
logging in, having the time travel. It's just
every time.
Yeah. But we are here in Animal Crossing, ready to kick some football ass. I believe you start on offense, correct?
Correct.
All right, Suffolk. Let's see what you got. Start things off.
Let's see what our nuttiness can do. And don't add anything. That's going to be a 15 to start us out.
And that's a 9.
All right. So to explain the rules again, if you are new, the team starting out on offense makes an offense roll, and the defense will respond with a defense roll. If the offensive roll is greater, they get advantage on the ball handling check. If the defense is greater, the offense gets a negative, or gets disadvantage on the ball handling check. If it's the same, it's straight up and down. If the offense completes the ball handling check, then they will score a touchdown, and then they can either kick a field goal or go for 2. If the defense is higher, then they will not score. However, if the offense had advantage on the original roll, but they fail the ball handling check, they are able to kick a field goal.
Yes.
Attempt a field goal, rather.
Yes.
All right, so my ball handling is going to be a 13.
Okay. And let's see how. That is a dirty one, so Suffolk scores very easily here.
Very nice. All right, Dark Samus doing pretty well this season for themselves. Gonna take the ball. Gonna get a nice block thanks to Arctozolt. Arctozolt's gonna use his icy powers to kind of freeze the defenders a bit. It's gonna be a nice open pass to Knights to open up the day for a touchdown.
There you go. All right, and extra point.
Yep. Beat is gonna come out. And Beats is going to succeed nat 20 on the kick. Crowd goes wild.
God, I that 20 would have been much useful in other places, but you know what? Might as well take it.
That dice parser giveth, dice parser taketh away.
Basically, that's how this whole thing works, really. All right, Suffolk Nutfellows is up 7 points. Can Forest Hills respond? Let's find out. They have a +6 on offense, so that starts off with a 14.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's a 17 for defense, though.
Okay.
Suffolk.
So that's a disadvantage. Let's see if they can get out of this hole here. That's a 2.
And that is a 7. Suffolk's defense comes up strong.
No way, no how for Forest Hills here. I'm gonna say, yeah, Tenhiro was gonna attempt to pass it on to Hiccup, but unfortunately was sacked by, we'll say, Zach. Zach gets him. All right. Moving forward, Forest Hills, or Suffolk rather, can extend the lead.
Natural 20.
Holy shit! All right, this might be. And as for playoff rules, we end the game once it's 2 out of reach here.
Yes,
yes,
that is true.
So they're looking to end this thing before it even begins here. That is a 6. Does not matter. Suffolk gets the score. What does that look like?
All right. Did you ever see that? I forget if it was Wacko's Wish or Yakko's Wish. I didn't watch the Animaniacs that much. I think it was Wacko's Wish. He made a wish on the shooting stars in New Leaf.
Aww.
And he looks down, and there's one of the star pieces right there for him, and he picks it up, and it teleports him into the end zone. Aww. That was his wish. Was a touchdown.
Sweet. Sentimental. Hits in the feels right there.
Yeah.
There you go. And then, I already gave you the extra kick by accident, but did you get it?
That's okay. It was successful.
All right, there you go. All right. 14-0. Forest Hills now in a hole. They need to succeed here. Forest Hills, of course, this is the start of the second quarter here. To see if they can get back in it in any way, shape, or form. Oh, that didn't work because I typed it in wrong. Give me a second. There you go. That's a 10.
That's a 10? All right. That is a dirty 20.
Oh, God.
Suffolk. The Nutfellows have come to play.
They have
broken out of their shell.
And now, this for disadvantage, that is a 5.
That is a 9. Wow.
Forest Hills, even though Forest Hills won the conference, Suffolk is taking it to them right now.
Suffolk is I guess the Mothmen are allergic to peanuts. That's the only explanation.
Tenhiro handed it off to Toph, but Toph got pitfalled, fell into the hole, had to kind of squirm out of it, ultimately was ruled down, and the ball was turned over to Suffolk, who now can extend their lead even further. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Mid-second quarter.
Sorry. Totally forgot that I was on offense. 3.
That is a 9. So first disadvantage of the day for Suffolk.
Yeah, all right. Let's see what they do with it. That's also going to be a 3.
Okay. And that is a 4, so just barely Forest Hills stops Suffolk for the first time.
There we go. Okay. Oma Chow is going to try to get it. Try to get the ball this time. Do a quick run through, but Komayata is right there to stop him.
Okay.
I had the Super Nuclear Group, the people who did the Kolyoko podcast, they had a joke where like Komayata was like Beetlejuice, where if he said his name 3 times, he would show up. I don't know anything about Danganronpa, but I'm sure that's really funny. But they also got to a point where they bleeped his name.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you actually ended up saying like, "Hey, can we name it? Can we refer to him as this? Because I don't know if there's some sort of jinx that it's associated with him."
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and I was just like, "All right, sure. I guess we'll do that." I just went along with it because I had no idea either. But there you go. All right, Forest Hills. This is the end of the first half. Can they get something, anything, to close the gap here? Let's find out. With their strong offensive roll, that is a 19.
That's pretty good. Also a 19, though.
Straight up a down roll.
Yep.
All
right.
Straight up and down. No advantage, no disadvantage. That is a 3.
And that's a 15.
All right, so nothing's working for Forest Hills today, on offense at least. Yeah, so we're going to say...
See, the problem is there are no moth villagers.
There's no moths. It's really,
moths.
really, but you could catch moths. And actually,
That's
what
true.
ends up happening is that Tanjiro throws it to Stella, but then Stella gets caught in a net that we'll say Chaos picked up. I don't know why Chaos wouldn't have just used his weird water abilities just to stop
Chaos,
her, but
press the Y button.
right. Remember to press the Y button, please. Alright, there you go. Alright, so that is the end of the first half. That went by so fucking quickly.
It did.
But it's mainly because Forest Hills is doing nothing. But it's 14-0. Suffolk now, it's back in their court.
And now for your halftime entertainment, Mr. KK Slatter.
Oh, of course.
Boy. All right, now time.
All right. Anyway. He just comes out, sings like 5 notes, and leaves.
Yeah.
The crowd's going. The crowd's going fucking
song?
Wild. Like they're just they're living for it. KK Slider is the boy band of Animal Crossing.
He is the K-pop of Animal Crossing. The
I will
K-pop
say
stands for KK Slider.
In the new DLC, they added like a K-pop song, and it's very good. It's very good.
Excellent. So. That's gonna be a 7 on offense to start the second half.
7. All right. Let's see. That is a dirty 1. So
all right.
$11.
11.
Okay. That's a 7.
All
so
right.
Suffolk got a score.
The Nutfellows are on fire. It smells like burning nuts in here.
Sorry about my phone going off in the middle of...
That's fine.
Go ahead.
The Omega Metroid is going to do this weird roar thing at the defense. I haven't used him that much. I don't think we've used him like in all this.
No.
He's gonna do this like weird roar at the defense. He's gonna like latch his mouth thing into the ground, and then he's gonna like, I don't know where I'm even going with this.
Just you gotta follow through. Gotta stick the landing.
Okay, and then he comes up and there's a gyroid.
Yes, good. That's good.
And then while all of the defense is watching him do that, Riala Dark Samus actually just kind of quarterback sneaks the ball. It's like that one Geico commercial with the baby.
Just complete distraction tactic.
Yeah.
Like it's so horrifying that you get like, oh wait, we're playing football. I forgot. All right, and then extra point time.
Yep. That is not good. In fact, that is a natural 1.
Yikes.
Jet goes to kick, and there's a pitfall seed. He steps in the pitfall seed right before he's about to kick, and it's no good.
Yeah, not good, but the good news is... Wait, what were we going to say?
Said Suffolk's going to finish the game before they get any more nat 1s.
Probably, yeah, at this point. Yeah, so it is... They're in good shape right now, because essentially we're now in sudden death mode already in the midpoint of the third, because Forest Hills needs to score and needs to stop each time. If Suffolk Nutfellows exceed, or if they can't get a score, then that means the best that they could do is like 16 points. Forest Hills. So if they score, and then if they let Suffolk Nutfellows get more than 24 points at this point, it's over. It's done. So with that in mind, let's go ahead roll for Forest Hills life. That is a 22. Not a bad start.
No, and that's my second natural 1.
Okay.
So Forest Hills immediately gets the score.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, things might be turning around here
Yeah.
for the Forest Hills Mothmen. So we're gonna say that Tanjiro is going to throw it to Saki. Saki is going to start to get chased by like a tarantula. But it kind of fuels them to kind of like keep running into the end zone, but almost like runs in the into the tunnels like a Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
like style type running in it that way. Yeah. So that's, but ultimately it is a score, so good for them. And for the first time today, we're gonna bring Sanji out to see. Ooh. That is not a good kick.
Nope.
Goes just right. And
They're still in it though.
They're still in it, but they need to get a stop.
Yes, their defense needs to do something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And a third.
All right, Suffolk's offense starts with a 2. I was waiting for another 1 there.
That's a 4.
All right. Disadvantage on ball handling. It's going to be a -1.
4 again. That's a 7, so no good.
Things are going Forest Hills' way.
Oh boy.
They're turning around. Omochao again not able to get anything going on their carry. Even though they can fly, they decide to walk on the ground for some reason because they got scared by the balloons flying by with presents.
Oh,
they didn't want to get the balloon stuck in their propeller, so they tried to walk it, but they're not very fast walking or running, so
it just doesn't work out for them.
Doesn't work out for them.
All right. Well, now we enter the fourth quarter. Somehow we made it to the fourth quarter. Didn't seem like that.
Didn't think we were going to.
Didn't think we were going to make it. Mothmen need to score twice, stop once. Let's see what happens here. That's a 13.
All right. That is a 14. Ooh.
Ooh. That could be a big one. Let's see how the rest of these come out here.
11 wouldn't be too bad.
But that's
a 3 is going to be pretty bad. All right. I needed that. A nat 1 is the only way for Forest Hills to remain in this game. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's a 3 on defense, or 3 on offense. Let's see what the defense is.
Are you ready? That is a 9. Suffolk Nutfellows puts the Mothmen away.
And is going to the big spoon.
The Nutfellows are going to the big spoon.
I fucking hate this. I love it. I hate it so much. Their head is kind of spoon-like in a way. Yeah. In a last-ditch effort here, Forest Hills decides to buy a property in the end zone, and right before they hand the bell back to Tom Nook, ultimately, we're gonna say, I'm trying. Who have we not? All right, we'll use Abyss. Abyss just rips the money bag out of their hands and then just throws it into their face. I don't know who's they in this scenario. Maybe Toph. But you know what? Fuck this Forest Hills Mothmen roster for me not knowing a single person on here, except for Toph and Skulker and maybe a little bit of Hiccup, and that's it. Goddamn. But anyways, that's it. 20-6 is your final score. Even though they put up a fight at the end, Forest Hills Mothmen will not succeed, and Suffolk Nutfellows, our own Gabe, is in the championship. I love it.
I would like to point out, last season we did have a team that was only that made it to the end of the season, but with 2 losses only by 1 team. That was the Mansfield Weavers, having only been beat by Jess's team, the East Chicago Blacksmiths. They beat the East Chicago Blacksmiths and made it to the championship, and eventually won the championship. Forest Hills, Jess's team this time, could not continue that tradition.
Could not do it.
Nope.
Holy crap, man! I'm very definitely, like, I'm not surprised in a way, because I understand the track record that the Nutfellows had against the Forest Hills Mothmen, but
Yeah.
like it is wild to me that the Nutfellows did become the best the best teams in the league.
Teams, yes.
Like I think thinking back at that, it's just like wow, we really figured out a way to make it work. And once again, defense seems to be
defense is good,
defense
but
is
it's
good.
not that's not like the case for the rest of the league, really.
No.
Well, so Ketchikan and Provo both have like positive defense scores, but none of them are more than 2
Right.
in either direction.
Yeah.
Brookings, the other heavy defense team, they're out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus Portsmouth, the minus 11 defense team.
Right.
Did not stand much of a chance.
Yeah.
In their previous game.
Yeah, it is wild. We'll be seeing Suffolk Nutfellows in the Big Spoon later on in the podcast. Thank you, Forest Hills Mothmen, for your services, but you are no longer needed. But it's now time to go to the West. It is the Ketchikan Cosmos versus the Provo Rock Squirrels. This has been, I believe this has been a split series, if I remember correctly.
Let me see if I can parse that out.
I could be wrong, but I think Provo Rock Squirrels won the first, and I think Ketchikan won the second. But
correct. Provo has won both of these matchups.
Provo did win both. Okay,
yes.
Interesting.
27-7 and 21-7. So Ketchikan has only scored 7 points both times it has faced Provo.
God, this is like one of those like NFL playoff years where like you have like a thrilling divisional round, and then it just none of the games after that are good. Like everything just starts to fall apart. All right,
let's see. These stats are close enough.
Yes.
That. Either team could take this pretty handily.
100%. Matt, what are the Ketchikan Cosmos stats since you were going to be playing them?
Ketchikan Cosmos, who are going to be rolling second this time, have a 0 on offense, a 1 on defense, and a -1 ball handling.
And Provo Rock Squirrels, offense -1, defense +2, ball handling -1. Now, one last thing. Let's find out where we're playing. Neither of us know that. 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 No.
Oh my god. Yes.
Well, I'm trying to be fair to both of us.
I know.
There's a lot of a lot of ones that I'm just like, I don't know. All right, let's do this one. It's not as I don't love it, but I think we can roll with it. The setting for the Western Championship of the VBBFL, FIFA 19. Specifically the 2019 version of FIFA.
Yes.
Which I don't know. Like I don't
know. Is that the one that was just the same copy of FIFA 18, or has that just been every FIFA?
I guess so. I don't know. We could do that or The Witness. I mean, I just rebranded it again.
Let's do FIFA.
Let's do FIFA. I like that. At least it got you though. Like, 'cause it is like, okay, we're gonna play football on the soccer field now.
Football, yeah.
Or we're gonna play American football on the football field.
Yep.
Here you go. All right. Let's do it. Provo Rock Squirrels will get us started here. Rolling on offense. Let's see what happens here. That is a 5. Not a great start.
That is a 6.
Ooh, barely a disadvantage roll there. Whoops. That is also a 6 again.
All right. 15.
Yeah, did not work out well for Provo.
No.
Oh fuck, this is another one I know another one. We're gonna have Zagreus is gonna try to find Adam Jensen, but unfortunately is the ball is deflected using the head of Jorgen von Strengel, He's gonna pull a soccer move, and that says hit as like a goalie almost hitting
It's
his
a
head.
Header.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that actually the name for it?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
I used to play soccer up until like 6th grade.
I just remembered that. Why? Yeah. I feel like every single person I know played soccer as a youngin, except for me.
that was just like
It was the go-to.
It was the go-to. It was just like the park district sport that you played. I played soccer. I played baseball. I did 1 season of basketball. I didn't like any of it.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. It doesn't. Sometimes it just doesn't click for you. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But there you go. All right. So Provo Rock Squirrels, not a great start. Let's see if Ketchikan can score.
That's a 6.
A 6. All right. Well, how about you respond to my 7? Jesus Christ. We are just. This is.
Oh, I love this game.
Low digits.
That's a 2.
All right. And then that is a 14. So
all right,
definitely nothing going for Ketchikan either.
All right, Bob Parr is up, and remember that he was in a bad movie. The Incredibles 2. I got really sad. But he's gonna keep trying.
Wait, I didn't know the
Incredibles 2. It was average.
Okay, I thought
it did not meet the expectations of the first movie.
Fair.
But
okay.
It was fine. So he's gonna try to throw to Bugs Bunny, but I don't know. Bugs Bunny isn't like a European mode because we're playing soccer. I don't know what that means at all.
He has a little, it would work like that, like Looney Tunes. He has like a little light switch on his back. You know,
yeah. So now he's in European mode, and he doesn't catch the football correctly.
He kicks it instead.
Yeah, I don't know what, and that counts as a down ball because it hits the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
this doesn't work out there. All right, he's in European mode. All right, next up, Provo, end of the first quarter here. Let's see if they can make up for their poor first one. Yeah, that's a good start. That's a 13.
That is pretty good.
It's not a bad start.
That's a 5. There you go. Advantage.
All right, advantage. That's 16.
All right, and that's a 10. Provo scores.
All right. Now let's see. We're gonna have. Oh, whoops! I have it on the wrong screen. All right. Zagreus is gonna hand it off to Timo, and Timo is gonna start kind of running. And I think that. Timo is so small that they're able to kind of like hide behind a actual soccer ball on the field, and so the soccer ball is just rolling, and no one's realizing that Timo's behind there, and so Timo's able to kind of sneak all the way to the end zone and get the score. So there we go. We will get 6 points on the board for Provo, and then we'll have Eddie Gordo come out and try to score here. That is a 16. That is good. Nice kick in. That is 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Ketchikan now trying to make up for its first drive.
That's an 8.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
All right, so some disadvantage is going to leave me with a 2.
All right. And that's a 14.
All right. Provo is the thorn in Ketchikan's sides.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Sugar Mama is going to get up here and now. She's going to hand the ball off to Ain. And Ain is going to get just kind of... have you ever seen like the intro to Avatar?
Years ago.
You know where he scoots around on the top of the airball and then he runs into a statue.
I do remember that. Yeah.
He's gonna do that, but he's gonna run into Armor King and it's kind of
oof. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So that is 7-0. At the the mid point of the second quarter. Let's see how Provo does now. That is a 9. Start things off.
That's a 7.
Okay. That is there's a natural 1 in there, so that does go towards the counter. But my second roll was a 13, and that's what counts for this advantage roll.
And that is my first natural 1.
All right.
So you can score the football.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Provo is, I think this time Zagreus is gonna throw it deep, and it looks like he's gonna kind of. It seems like it's gonna just land like as an overshoot to Corvo, but and forgive me, I'm kind of going off of my knowledge having played Deathloop, but knowing that some things from Deathloop carried over from Dishonored. I believe Corvo has the ability that will let him dash forward real quick to kind of catch the football in the end zone, and so that's what happens.
All right.
If you Dishonored people want to just shut me down later, you can, but you know what? Doesn't change the fact that they fucking scored. So, all right. So then that is 13. And now we'll have Eddie Gordo on a hot streak. Let's continue with him. 19.
Very nice.
There you go. And now Ketchikan's last drive of the first half.
See if they can get some points on. That's a 2. So it's not great starting out for them.
Not the best start.
Nope. I mean, you can still get a 1.
That's true, but that's a 9.
All right. So with disadvantage, there's a nat 20 in there, but I do get a 17.
That's not bad. That is also 17. The points go to the attacker. Ketchikan scores.
Points go to the runner. Ketchikan gets the score. Mojo Jojo is going to get out. And similar to Timo, Mojo Jojo actually hides himself among like a bunch of soccer balls, and his head is kind of shaped like one enough that he's able to hide and get kind of get through and get in for the score.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out if Oscar Proud is holding his kids or not, because that's the only thing that determines on whether or not he kicks successfully. He put his kids down. He kicked the field goal.
There you go. Keeps your balance.
Ketchikan is in this game.
There you go. Yeah, to close out the game, even though it felt like Provo was about to kind of get away, Ketchikan right back in it. That's the first half in a nutshell. Provo now is
Suffolk's
going.
not in this game, Chris.
Say again?
Suffolk's not playing in this one.
Did I say Suffolk?
No, you said in a nutshell.
Oh, I got scared that I mispronounced the team names.
No, you're fine.
So there you go. Well, one of these teams are going to be in a nutshell having to face Suffolk Nutfellows in the next game. But we have to play the second half. Them. Yes. Let's see how Provo starts things off with a lead coming out of the locker room. What was the halftime performance for this?
Oh, for FIFA? I don't know. Probably like a pop music act that no one cares about, but FIFA, the corrupt organization, was able to pay them.
It's Spice Girls, but just 2 of them.
Just 2 of them, and none of the 2 that you want to see.
Exactly.
That's really mean to the Spice Girls.
It is. It's unnecessary, but it's funny. It hits. All right. Yeah. So let's see how Provo does. That's a 2, but it's not a good start. Not a good start.
That's an 18.
All right, disadvantage. That is a 4.
And that is a 6. Ketchikan just barely makes a stop.
There you go. So Provo in a stopped position here. The Zane tried to take the ball and started to run with it, but all of a sudden just takes a soccer ball to the face. Just gets knocked out clean. With a soccer ball, and that will do it for Zane for that drive. Just kidding, he's not out completely, but there you go. Ketchikan now has a chance to tie things up in the middle of the third.
See they do. I just read something, and this is a screenshot of a Tumblr post, so I don't know its authenticity super well.
Sure.
But it reads, "Don't feel bad if you're sensitive to negative feedback, because apparently after one particular bad review, Hans Christian Andersen was found just sobbing while lying face down on the dirt." And the important part about this is that it wasn't just in the dirt; it was in Charles Dickens' yard.
Oh. Huh.
Catch again starts with a 3 on offense.
That is a 16, so
All right.
disadvantage.
All right, so Catch Ken has only been able to score 7 points total against Provo both times they have faced.
And now it's 7 again.
Yep. And with disadvantage, they're going to end up with a 3.
And that's 19, so that
All
is
right,
no score.
Will the prophecy continue? That's what we're trying to figure out. So Big Boss is the target, but
Sure.
Big Boss has decided to do that one tactic from Metal Gear Solid 3, where if you just wait out the final boss for like 3 days of real time, the boss will just die from old age. That's a spoiler.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Yeah. I did not know that was a thing. That's cool.
Yeah, the point of the final boss is like spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't think anyone listening cares, but the final boss is like a really old man, and you either have to like do the fight where he like stakes you out because he's a hunter and he hunts you, but if you just leave the game on for long enough, he literally just dies of old age.
Yeah, that's wild. That's incredible. I give them credit for that. All right. So then Provo Rock Squirrels can now try to extend the lead. It will not be over if Provo Rock Squirrels score here. Ketchikan will still have a chance in the fourth quarter. So let's see what happens here. With Provo, that's an 8. So not a good start.
That's a 15.
All right. That is an 11 for disadvantage. There was a nat 20.
Not bad. That is a 12. Ketchikan just barely stops.
Okay. All right. So this is still a close game.
We have a game.
Yeah, we're gonna say that that Zagreus is gonna try to find Volt, but unfortunately, is going to be stopped by Baymax, who actually shapes himself into kind of a ball and like just rolls into Zagreus for the sack. Love Baymax.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Ketchikan, start of the fourth quarter. They don't have to score here, but it's recommended.
It would be very helpful for them to do. That's a 4, though.
All right. That's a 13, so disadvantage.
All right. Disadvantage is going to leave me with 2 dirty ones.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
But
yeah, baby.
Let's see. Yeah, it's an 11. So
Ketchikan, what happened? All right. BoJack Horseman is going to get the handoff.
Mm-hmm.
But not only is there soccer balls on the field, there's some honeydew. And BoJack doesn't like honeydew, so he kind of just scoffs at it, but also stops in place, so he just easily gets tackled.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Provo can put it away here with their final drive of the game. Let's see if they can stop the Ketchikan Cosmos from advancing. That is an 11.
Sorry, I just got... the mods in another server are getting at everyone hungry.
Oh, no. It's okay.
It's 15.
That's a 15. Okay. So, disadvantage for the Squirrels. That is a dirty 1.
Oh, boy. That is a 10.
Okay. So, Ketchikan will survive throughout the entire game at least.
Yep. We just gotta see what they do this last round because they have not had good offense rolls.
Yeah, we're gonna say Teemo's gonna try the same strategy that they did earlier, but very simply, Cyborg just picks up the soccer ball, sees Teemo, and then just kind of like taps him with his foot to kind of like get him down. So, there we go. All right, Matt, this is it.
This is it.
This is Ketchikan's final chance to, at the very least, try to tie the game here.
Let's see what they do. That's a 9 on offense.
Not terrible.
No, that's middle of the road.
And that's a 5.
All right, advantage. This is big. It's an 11.
That's 18. Oh, so close, but Ketchikan is stuck with the curse of scoring 7 every time against the Provo Rock Squirrels.
Insane.
Sorry, my cat's in my room. Ah, Leo, get in the window. He's just starting to climb up things, and I'm just like having to stop him. All right. Anyways, what does Ketchikan do in its defeat?
Helen Parr attempts to make a good block, but again, Bob Parr just isn't feeling it. Bob Parr's not a big soccer fan, you know. He's from like the 1950s, 60s.
Fair enough. All right. Well, with that, folks, the Provo Rock Squirrels will be advancing to the Big Spoon to take on the Suffolk Nutfellows. And you know what, Matt? I could not have asked for anything better. I like this matchup a lot.
Yeah, this might be like these are probably my 2 favorite names, other than maybe War Train.
Sure.
Overall aesthetic of teams.
Yeah,
I think that this is a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, 100%. And it was a complete ball game we just played, 14-7 being the final score. And now we're gonna throw it to break. I need to make some edits to my OBS, and we will be right back after these messages. All right, so I'm gonna just real quick for Twitch viewers and YouTube viewers, you're gonna see me just try to tweak some things here because I had Forest Hills here. No more. They are no more.
No more.
They're
no more. No more.
Okay. Get rid of Forest Hills stat sheet like that. Get rid of Ketchikan's stat sheet as well. And then I am going to put the
Gabe and Anthony are probably busy, but it would be fun to get them in for maybe a winter championship interview.
It really would. I'm glad because I think that those two would have been the most available too.
Yeah. Neither of them are online currently.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's okay. We could. I mean, worst case, not worst case, but like maybe we could do like a post championship interview with them at some point, because that would be delightful. Or I can before I upload this on podcast services, I can give one of them a call. Just do a quick like, what you just won the Big Spoon, what are you gonna do next?
Yeah.
That's
maybe I'll let me text Gabe right now.
I'm gonna text Anthony.
Even if they don't join, like I would legitimately like call their phone and hold it up to my microphone. Okay, Gabe just went online. But I texted his phone.
Anthony responded with "Woo!" So I just said that we're playing the match live right now. If you want to join, we're live streaming it. Oh, hi, Leo. All right, now I need to take care of the baby.
Okay. Not the baby. The little baby boy.
I need you to calm down, Leo. I need you to relax.
The itty bitty kitty.
I understand that you are mad at me for staring at my computer and not giving you attention right now, but you need to check my schedule earlier today to know what I was doing.
I don't know where we go from.
All right. I think I'm gonna see what happens with Leo. He's gonna try to maybe relax, hopefully.
Okay.
But all right. I will then bring us back unless you have to use the bathroom or anything.
I'm good.
You're good.
Let's roll. Let's get this shit done.
Let's do it. Hold on, I just need a drink.
I'm out of water.
Fair enough.
I don't need to get more.
You're good. You're fueled. You're hydrated.
I'm hydrated, baby. I don't have the hiccups today, which is nice.
That's good. Yes. All right. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we have our matchup: the Suffolk Nutfellows, the Provo Rock Squirrels. They are about to battle it out. Actually, I forgot to do some test things real quick. Okay, yeah, those two things are working. All right. I don't think, Matt, that these two teams played each other in the regular season.
They did. I just checked.
Oh, you did? What is
Yes.
the result of that game?
Suffolk defeated Provo 18-6.
Interesting. If the Nutfellows end up being the champion of this, I don't even know if we can. I don't know if we could even do a season 3.
We can't do a season 3. The Nutfellows.
that's the
Your
peak.
virtual ball boys football league big spoon champion, the Suffolk Nutfellows.
Right.
No other name could possibly top that in history of professional sports.
Now I feel bad though because you got the Rock Squirrels over here.
The Rock Squirrels are also an amazing name and concept. Go us.
Yes. And so I also feel like that I think either way we have a brilliant matchup here. We've already for those you guys have been listening the whole time, you know the stats already for each of these, but you got the gist of it. We got two good defenses, two okay offenses, and then I think the weak points for both of these teams. I mean, for Provo it's about the same as the offense, but for Nutfellows they have a -3 on ball handling, so that's your matchup right now. Very similar built teams with some small differences here and there. All right. Before we do anything else, it is time to find out where we are going to be playing the finale. And Matt, I think that this is fitting.
Yeah.
We will be playing the second annual Big Spoon in the world of Super Mario Odyssey.
I could not think of a better place.
Yes. Now here's the thing before we dive in.
Yes.
Are we going to do a specific world?
Oh, I would put my life savings to do this in the Moon Kingdom.
The Moon King
Football on the moon.
Let's do it.
Football on the moon.
Football on the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Anti-gravity action. The nuts are going everywhere, and the squirrels are enjoying it. Let's go. Let's play football.
Oh my god, will the squirrels eat the nuts?
That's the thing that we have to find out, Matt.
The nuts ate the squirrels last time. The squirrels need to overcome their nutty demons.
All right. Let's have Suffolk Nutfellows start out on offense, I think.
All right.
I think that makes sense.
11.
That's a 5, so advantage.
All right. Giving us advantage is going to give us a 12.
And that is an 8, so Suffolk scores.
Suffolk scores. Omochow is having a great time in the low gravity. And they are able to kind of just float their way. They get a little boost with their propeller, and they take that luxury ball into the end zone.
Perfect.
Time for Jet to kick. How does he do on the moon? Not too great. He he overcompensated for the anti-gravity, and it missed the goalpost, but then did a full circle like around the moon, and then landed like 3 feet behind him.
Yeah, that's a rough way to have a missed field goal, is on the moon, especially with all that extra gravity to help you out.
Yep.
But there you go. So that is 6
Suffolk's
points.
First drive.
Yeah, that was Suffolk's first drive. Provo Rock Squirrels, first drive for them. Let's see what happens. Apparently Anthony just entered the chat and he accidentally he was spamming emotes, and so a Nightbot stepped in and was like, "No, stop doing it. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Anthony."
Oh, oops.
I can go through and stop that at some point. All right. Anyways, what did you just? Oh, I have to roll here. Okay.
Yes, you have to roll.
That is a 5 to start out Provo Rock Squirrels first drive.
That is a natural 1.
Oh shit! All
Provo
right.
gets the score.
Provo scores. All right. We are going to have Zagreus come out, and he is just going to just throw it high into the air. It's almost like the ball is just gonna keep going, but then all of a sudden it just keeps on floating, and I think that Adam Jensen, I'll say, jumps high enough so that way it seems like he's just gonna keep on going and grabs the ball and then just slowly brings it into the end zone. So there we go. Provo scores, ties up the game, but can take the lead here with a kick. And don't worry, Anthony, this is only the first quarter, so you're in good shape right now. Let's see how Eddie Gordo does on their kick. That's a 19. Beautiful.
Ooh,
beautiful kick. All right. Oh, whoops. That was a change to the Suffolk Nutfellows score. Let's make sure that we're doing it the right way here. Boop. All right. Provo Rock Squirrels up 7-6 after the first drives for each team. Suffolk Nutfellows, this is the end of the first quarter here. Let's see if they respond to Provo's score.
Oh, jeez. Windows coming up. That is my second natural 1.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. And just for the sake, that was an 18. That is an automatic failure for the Suffolk Nutfellows.
Yeah.
What happens here?
Dark Samus takes the snap, grabs the ball, and again, the gravity is going to be the biggest factor in this game for both teams, because Dark Samus is kind of like, they're like this bug type thing. So the gravity just kind of messes with their insides, and they're not sure what to do to pass the ball, and they get tackled.
Yeah, just did not work out for them. But now Provo is gonna get the first drive of the second quarter, and will look to extend its lead now.
Yeah, let's see what they can do.
See what happens. That is a 10 to start things off.
All right. That should be. I did the wrong one. That should be a plus.
A plus.
So that should be 12.
12. So it's disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage.
Disadvantage roll, that leaves me with an 8.
All right. That is a 10.
All right. So Suffolk Nutfellows get the stop. We're gonna say that Zane is going to start running with the football, but then one of those moon octopi things are gonna start floating in from the game and is gonna start shooting its boulders at Zane, and it's gonna knock him off his feet, and ultimately is no more. There you go. All right. So then I'm trying. Okay. So now Suffolk can now respond for the start. The
middle of the third starts with a 6.
Middle of the second.
Middle of the second. Yes.
All right. So that's a 6. That's a 17.
All right, so with disadvantage, I'm so worried about these ones, Chris. That's gonna be a 9.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it to drop. I have to pull up Photoshop. And that's an 18, so that is
All
no
right.
good for Suffolk.
Provo has been stepping up to the plate in this game. Suffolk is gonna try to run like a lineman screen with Arctazult. But Arctazult is not gonna get the job done. He's gonna get stopped by Darius.
All right. There we go. And so now we got the Provo Rock Squirrels once again can extend the lead before halftime. Let's see what they can do. There's a 10.
All right. That's a 13.
That's a 12 for disadvantage.
All right. That is a 17.
Oh, man. All right. So this is a low-scoring... This is the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's just that's like, oh, this is hard to watch. Not great. Let's see. We're going to have... Zagreus is going to throw it to Corvo. And Corvo's going to try to be sneaky about it. Try to avoid getting away from... everyone, but he's accidentally gonna lean so hard into the wall that he's not gonna notice the pipe there, and he's gonna go into the pipe and go into that 2D Mario, and he's not gonna be able to escape it until he completes the platform section, and at that point, like, the play clock runs out. Like, it doesn't work out for them, and the quarter is over. And there you go.
Dusty Bronco has been totally deleted from chat.
Oh no, he's been timed out. Oh god. He kept on spamming emotes. Hold on. All right, we'll take like a quick sidestep here while I figure out how to unban Anthony from chat. Well, it says
actually, hold on. Wait till halftime to do it because I got a plan for halftime.
This is the halftime, I believe.
No, I thought Rock Squirrels had one more.
No, that was the Rock Squirrels drive.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah. That was Corvo getting sucked into the pipe.
My mistake.
So yeah, this is halftime for you.
This is halftime. So of course it's Mario Odyssey. Who else is gonna perform but Pauline?
Of course.
Yeah. Here we go off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the world, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Or we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great, wide, wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah.
I don't actually forget how to untime out someone.
Well, you got a lot of time to figure out. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl.
I feel bad. I'm trying to he's banned for 600 seconds. So if he waits 10 minutes, he might be okay.
That is 10 minutes.
But what I did was I disabled the excess emotes. I'm gonna also disable excess caps.
Okay.
But I still have excess symbols, fine, whatever. I can keep that enabled. All right. He's okay. Anthony's gonna be okay. He'll overcome this adversity. All right. We are now going to return to the game.
Let's do the Odyssey.
Anthony in our Discord chat now saying, Siri, unban me. Siri, Bing how to unban from Twitch.
Siri Bing. You can use the general as Twitch chat. I don't think Nightbot can touch you there.
Yeah, Nightbot won't be as aggressive apparently. All right, here we go. So that was the end of the first half. Provo Rock Squirrels up 7-6. Suffolk Nutfellows start off the third quarter.
Each team has three. We have 3 drives left for each team in this championship game.
Yep.
Let's start out with an 18. That's Suffolk's best offensive roll so far today.
So and now Kelsey has joined the chat saying, "I heard Anthony is banned, so I'm here to set up. Fuck you, you fucking nut chunkers."
Nut chunkers is an aggressive term.
I like it though. That's a 9, so that's advantage for Suffolk Nutfellows.
All right. It's gonna leave me with a 14.
Okay. And that is a 15, but you did get an advantage, so you can kick a field goal here.
Yes, that is what I will plan on doing. So we are going to have Jet come on up. And he is successful. They have to beat a 15. Jet. I almost said Jeff. Jet got exactly a 15.
Survivor
which
on the
is good
mind.
enough. Yep, for the field goal. Takes the lead.
All right. Yeah, Suffolk Nutfellows take the lead. Start of the third quarter. Now, middle of the third quarter, Provo Rock Squirrels. Let's see how they respond now with their first deficit since the first quarter. Whoops. Keep on forgetting I have it copy pasted. 15.
All right, that's pretty good.
Oh God, Kelsey got timed out for 5 seconds for spamming symbols. All right, I'll go and turn that off. It is so chaotic in chat right now. I'll turn that off.
This is Nightbot's fault. We have proof that it is Nightbot.
It is
Nightbot and not us.
Nightbot is just doing its own thing right now, so I'm disabling that now.
What's my defense plus 3? Yeah. 17 disadvantage for the Squirrels.
Okay. That is a 12, or that's 11 rather.
That's an 11.
There was a nat 20 in there, but
and that is a 10. So the Squirrels
score. There you go. So, whoops! I just wait. Speak for a second, Matt.
Talking.
All right, no, I'm good. Okay, you faded into the background, so I thought my headphones screwed up.
I think I just turned to my chair because I was looking at my dog.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And now Remy is climbing on my lap.
So Zagreus, I'm just laughing because Kelsey's saying squirrels eat nuts for breakfast. Zagreus is going to hand it off to Timo, and Timo is gonna be able to bounce itself with explosions enough to shoot up so high into the sky that no one can catch Timo, and Timo will cross that line of the end zone and score. So there we go. The anti-gravity working out in their favor. And now Eddie Gordo has been the star kicker for this team. We'll see. Leon Kennedy has just been sitting on the sidelines, and he will continue sitting on the sidelines because that is a 15. Very nice kick.
All right.
14-9. It is time for Suffolk to start to sweat a little bit. This is the end of the third quarter.
End of the third. Let's see what they do. That is a 7. Not great for the Nuts.
Not great for the Dem Nuts. That is a dirty 20.
All right. So with disadvantage, my ball handling is going to be a 0.
And that's a 19. So
all right,
not
the Rock
good.
Squirrels are rock hard right now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's that kind of game now.
Yeah.
All right. Can the
amount of, now I'm realizing the amount of sexual innuendos that are going to just be embedded into this matchup.
Oh yeah.
This is how we've
Rock and Nuts.
Yep.
You know.
It's how it all kind of built up. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead with the play-by-play.
Oh, can the Nutfellows put it away here? Or can the Rock Squirrels put it away here if they score?
They can.
All right.
I think so, because Suffolk Nutfellows has one. They do have one more drive, but that's in the fourth quarter. Provo Rock Squirrels have 2 drives left,
yes.
So the ball is pretty much in their court to close this thing out. Let's see. That's a 6 to start things off.
Okay. Nutfellows have a chance here. That is a 14.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That's a 9 for both.
All right. I don't know what language Kelsey is speaking.
I don't. I've kind of lost the train of thought.
That is a 15. The Nutfellows stay alive.
They stay alive a little bit longer here. Hi, Ace.
Hello, Ace.
All right. How do I want to do this next explanation here? Yeah, we're gonna say that Zagreus is gonna go to throw it, but like because the way that the briefcase, the Resident Evil briefcase, is just kind of floating in the air at this point, we're actually gonna have, let me look at the Suffolk roster again. We're going to have Barry Burden, who has not really been called on at all, I think, throughout this season. He's going to come in and make the interception and grab what is in his series, the Resident Evil series, grab that briefcase and bring it down for the interception. And Suffolk's going to have one last chance to score. Here we go.
Here we go. That's a 9 to start out.
Okay.
For my offense roll.
That's a 7, so advantage.
Right. With advantage. That's a dirty 1, and that is a 16.
And that's a 6. Suffolk scores and takes the lead.
Suffolk scores, goes ahead. This is going to be a big play for the Dark Samus to Knights combination. And in fact, Knights is about to get tackled, but they're able to lateral the ball to Reala, who's able to get it into the end zone.
So now the score is 15-14.
Okay. Which means there's no reason for me not to go for 2.
Pretty much.
Yep. So we're going to go for 2, which means I roll 2 offensive rolls with disadvantage and see what Chris rolls on defense. See what happens there. That's a 2 and that's a 12. So can Chris beat a 2?
That's a 6. So I did beat a 2.
All right. So the Nutfellows do not score. Wacko was going to try to run the ball up the middle. It did not work. Anthony is back in chat.
Releasing the Kraken at the moment.
Releasing the Kraken. It is all down to this.
The last drive.
And
there's no way it can tie up. There's no overtime. Nope. This is it.
This is it. It is Provo's offense versus Suffolk's defense. What an ending.
I'm so stressed. All right, here we go. First roll. That's an 8.
All right. And Suffolk's defensive roll is a natural 1.
Provo's gonna win the championships. Holy
oh my god!
Shit!
On my third natural 1 at that.
So here is what happens. I get the honor of closing out the VBBFL season. All right, I just gotta make it good.
Yep.
We go to the darker side of the moon. We are about to the end zone has now been placed at the top of the Empire State Building. And all we see is Zagreus looking to try to make a play, try to throw to any one of his people. Like, I try to find anyone, and the defenders, they're all watching all the different weapons. There's no way that Zagreus himself is going to be able to throw to them. So he begins to run. And then he begins to climb, and he climbs up, and he thinks about his father and how the father did not want him to escape the prison that was living with Hades all the time. But ultimately, Zagreus climbs to the top of the Empire State Building, gets the touchdown, and gets the championship, and the spoons are waving everywhere because they have the big spoon captured, and Anthony is the winner.
Anthony is the big spoon champion. The Provo Rock Squirrels, the Mormon rodents.
Now, real quick, Anthony, while you're in chat, can I call you on my cell phone to get your verbal reaction to this? I mean, I could jump over to Discord chat, but because we are recording this as a podcast as well, we would not be able to pick up your voice. So that's the only reason I'm going to ask if you want to want me to call you specifically before we keep on moving forward here. But Matt, as we wait for that, okay, no, he's saying now to give him a call, so I'm gonna do that right now.
The
All right, I can hear that pretty well.
Got busted today.
Hell yes. Congratulations, Anthony. How do you feel? You have
Matt,
won the big spoon.
Anthony can't hear you, Matt, but
okay.
Matt's asking, how do you feel after winning the big spoon?
You know what? It's a momentous day. It's a momentous occasion. It feels incredible.
Yeah.
But I knew we could do it.
Yeah.
I knew all along.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now.
Yeah, you have the.
You can't. Matt's gonna continue to talk to me, even though
I'm sorry. It is a force of habit. Maybe Anthony can hear me through Twitch. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It would be delayed, but.
That's okay. So can you ask Anthony if he can hear me through Twitch?
Can you hear Matt through Twitch, Anthony?
Hold on. Let me slip you under my gaming headphones.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit.
Okay, I can hear Matt now.
Okay, cool. All right, so it may be delayed a couple seconds, but Anthony, I do want you to know that you are the two-time West Division champion. You were not able to take it home last year with the best record in the league, but with a pretty good record this year, you were able to take it home. How does that make you feel?
You know what? It's an all-star team with all-star casters, and we owe it to the fans. Really, it's the energy here today is palpable. It feels incredible. Thank you.
Absolutely. And now that you have the championship, what are you going to do next?
I'm going to take that big spoon. I'm going to get a nice big scoop of fish food ice cream.
Hell yeah. Damn right. That is a way to live. All right. Thank you so much, Anthony, for hopping on call.
Thank you.
And with that, folks, that is it. That is our journey. That we have reached the end. The Provo Rock Squirrels prevailed. The Nutfellows have been cracked. And that is our grand finale for the VBBFL. So what's next, Matt? What is next for us?
What is next? We are going to go back to real football.
Yes.
Very soon. It's been a wild off season because I had work and I moved and a lot of other stuff that Chris and I were just like, you know what, let's kind of like take a breather. But it's been like football happened last night. We're in preseason territory now.
Yep.
So we gotta talk about that shit and get ourselves like prepped and ready for next season. In terms of VBBFL, I believe our plan is, and correct me if I'm wrong, throughout the regular NFL season, we are going to be developing our teams like we did in the off season in past years. We're going to develop them during the season this year. And then
I think just real quick to add to that, I think really what we're going to do for the regular season is we'll probably build some of the teams, but I think we're going to take a little bit of time to just reconfigure and think of some new ideas of how we could kind of evolve things forward. I know that Walsh had some really great ideas that he wanted to flesh out. I'm sure that other people that have been part of this process would love to kind of give feedback on what we could do to improve things, and so I would love to take the time to do that, take that in, and kind of retool things. And then I think probably during like the second half of the year will be us starting to really build the teams up with different mascots and things like that of the season. And then ultimately the off season will be our time to reboot season 3 for VBBFL. But yeah, in terms of football, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have one more episode probably later this month, to recap everything that we have missed. And boy, howdy, have we missed a lot, Matt. I
Yes.
cannot wait to talk to you about the Kyler Murray contract stuff and the Baker Mayfield trade. And there's so much going on in the world of football. So we're gonna have an episode completely dedicated to football before our season 4 premiere, which is absolutely wild.
Man,
our 4th season,
shit.
And that's not even counting the ones before Virtual Ball Boys. So this is like our sixth season, I think I want to say, together.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it's incredible. Matt, any last thing you want to say?
We need to give our thanks.
Yes.
So I would like to big thanks to all of the coaches. I'm going to start with the other members of Team Cast Productions, -1. Gabe, our second placer, the Suffolk Nutfellows, thank you. You are a delight. We have Kelsey, who coached the Wauwatosa Fireflies. You are also a delight. I'm going to call everyone a delight. Anthony, our champion of and coach of the Provo Rock Squirrels, thank you. You are a delight. Thank you for drafting. Not in Team Cast Productions, we do have my old roommate Jacob, coach of the Astral Gators. He is a delight, and I'm glad that we're still able to keep in contact through that. Gabe's brother Ricky, coach of the Brookings War Train. Again, thank you for being a part of this. You are a delight. I started this and now I can't stop. Thank you to my co-host Chris, who puts up with my antics and also is the motor that keeps this shit running.
Also, also shout out to Skylar, who had to catch a Ken.
Oh yes.
Cosmos,
I knew I missed one.
And also Jess for doing the Forest Hills Mothmen. Thank you.
I don't know why I forgot them specifically.
No, I just want to throw that in there because it was a weird jump. And I was like, wait a second.
No, it was, yes. Tyler and Jess catch Ken in Forest Hills. I was looking through all of them. I was like, yeah, I got them. No, I didn't. And then finally, thank you to Mr. Matt Walsh, who did all of the wonderful art that you see. I was waiting for Walsh at the end, Kelsey. Walsh did all of the art for us, coach of the Portsmouth Submarines, and he is always a bright spot, and we are very thankful that he also goes along with our weird ass shit that we do.
He built this league with us.
He also built the program.
He built the league. He made the D&D rules. He made the art. He made all of the art of this everything basically.
Minus the uniforms, but that was me. But
that's true.
He did a lot of he did the logo that you're looking at right now. Yeah.
Everything. It's all great.
Yep.
It's all perfect. Yeah. Thank you to everyone. It's been a pleasure to do this again. I'd say it's just a fun time for us to bullshit around with fictional characters playing a football game.
Yeah.
And it's a good old time. But yes, we will now take a hiatus from VBBFL, and we are going to dive into the real life football world very soon, because football is back.
Chris, I have one question for you before we leave.
Yes.
Would you consider real football LARPing fantasy football?
And with that, folks, thank you all so much for listening. And we will see you for the football season.
Good night and good ball. Virtual Ball Boys has been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at Virtual Ball Boys and find more of our work at Team Chaos Pods.